Hey everybody, welcome to the final recap of So You Think You Could Dance. They're all back! So yes, the top 20 came back, and the original 6 judges from Las Vegas came back, and they would be Nigel Mary, Tice, Debbie Allen, Alan Shankman, and Lil C. So, the top 4, Eliana, Keon, Tiffany, and Cyrus. So the opening number was a collaboration between Sonia and Christopher Scott. Wow. It was like this windblown dance. It was so cool, and it was so much fun to watch. I loved when all the different groups were dancing in unison and then some were blowing away. They kind of blew it though at the end because they were out of sync, which kind of sucked because the whole thing was pretty amazing. The routines I'd like to see again was the next theme, and that was each judge got to pick one routine that they wanted to see again that was like their favorite of the season. So somebody picked Travis Wall's Audrey and Matthew on the couch. I'm glad they picked this one because I forgot how amazing Audrey was in this one. She was just like unstoppable, like effortless. Then Luther Brown number, the Whitney and Twitch one. That was just fun with a capital F-U. Yeah, Homer said he liked that one too. And then the Sonia Taya one with Tiffany and George. That was friggin' demanding. I mean, they did not stop for a nanosecond during that whole routine. So now, in between, let's talk about the 5 best moments from the audition tour. I'm kind of glad that they put this in and actually gave like a little honorable mention to 5 out of the thousands of people who auditioned. And number 5 was the after school program dude. He had some moves. I mean, he was a little chubby, but he definitely had some moves. He could dance. But I guess he just wasn't right for the show. And the Dallas housewife with the 2 little kids who put her dance career on hold. Very, very touching when the little kid came out and gave her the ticket to Vegas. It was just overwhelming. The Ninja Twins. Oh my god, they were so sassy. They were completely fun. And they were actually really funny. I really appreciated them second time around. The Exorcist style dude, number 2. It was just creepy, I'm sorry, but it was interesting. And then, of course, number 1 was the Dragon House Trio, featuring Brian Gaynor. They did a little routine that they choreographed just for the show, because they just didn't want to show a highlight. They wanted to actually have them there, which was kind of cool. And I'm so glad that they asked Brian Gaynor, Tiny Dancer, to come back. I'm glad to see he's still dancing and everything. He was fabulous. He stole the show. Alright, well, out of that number anyway. So let's get back to the judges' picks. Jason Gilkison, Nicole and Lindsay Pasadoble. That was friggin' action-packed. Really great choice. Then the Nappy Tabs routine with Amelia and Will, the Love Cats by The Cure. I love that song. So just to see a number that went with that was pretty cool because I really liked that song growing up. Unfortunately, Nappy Tabs weren't on a whole lot this season because she was having her baby. How long before that baby's choreographing numbers? Alright, then the Tice Diorio suitcase one with Keon and Catherine. Very, very emotional. I love that. And that one just, he's not a big person, but he's extremely strong. And when you watch him dance, you don't even get that. You just get that he's amazing. He's a great partner too. Eliana, well, let me just say, now is the time of the show when they let the final 4 pick their favorite numbers that they liked to dance in. So Eliana chose the one that she did with Alex Wong. that Nancy Sinatra one, Bang Bang, You're Dead. My Baby Shot Me Down, whatever. It was really cool. At first, I guess I was just like hung up on the song, but then the second time around, I really appreciated the dance a lot more now that I got the crazy song out of my head. And of course, Nigel had to say how much she was his favorite all season. Then, as filler, they threw in a Doriana Sanchez, the disco that Tiffany did with Brandon. She didn't pick it, they picked it. Then Keon and Anya's Argentine Tango. I have to say this was one of my favorites of the season. It was really good. That's the one that Keon chose. Then they trotted out Cyrus and 3 All-Stars, and that would, well, 2 All-Stars, Twitch and Comfort, and then the choreographer actually decided to dance along with them, Christopher Scott. And this was probably one of my favorites of the night. One of my favorites, but we'll get there. Tiffany and Ade were up next. She chose this one as her favorite. The Power of Love, the Celine Dion one. I freaking love Ade. He's in my top 5 favorite contestants ever on So You Think You Could Dance. So I loved seeing the two of them dance together. I got a question though. Did she hit her head during this routine? Because at the end, she had a really dark mark on her forehead. It's kind of weird. Then they trotted out Carly Rae Jepsen, and she sang her new single, This Kiss. It was alright. I'm not a big fan. Call me, maybe. So then they had the little highlight reel of the season. Wow, I can't speak anymore. It's getting late. And I was a little surprised that they let Cyrus put his number, you know, last. They let him choose last and everything, and they, you know, made it like after everything. And of course it was the one that he did with Twitch where they were criminals behind the glass and they broke it. And then after that, Nigel totally kissed Cyrus's butt, which led me to believe, the way the show was set up, that Cyrus and Tiffany were going to be crowned the winners, because of most of the dances were Tiffany and Cyrus. It was kind of weird. So then they had top 10 and All-Stars. 10 All-Stars came out, and I thought, well, I don't need to see this. But then they started dancing, and I saw it was to Lion King, and it was probably my favorite group number of the entire season. It was freaking awesome. Oh my god. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was Lion King remix. So cool. I'm gonna have to go look that up on YouTube in a little while and watch that one again, because that was really cool. Then the winners were crowned, and they were, drum roll, Eliana, and not Cyrus. It was Keon. So I was really surprised. I mean, I would have been okay with any of them winning, especially after tonight. Cyrus has grown so much on the show. Yeah, I would have felt bad for Keon because, I mean, he's worked basically his whole life, but Cyrus is going to have an amazing career, so how can you be angry about that? Or how could you be disappointed with that? Tiffany as well. I mean, she's pretty amazing. So, congratulations to the winners. And yeah, if you stuck with me the whole season, congratulations. Or if you didn't, hi, try a subscription. It's free. Alright guys, so I guess I'll see you tomorrow for the finale of Big Brother. And the premiere of Survivor. And another episode of not Fear Factor, X Factor. And of course every day on the daily vlogs. So, let's see. Until next time, much love!